Patreon member shout out. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love. What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Well, guys, it has been a crazy day. I was waiting to see if we would get a new drop on Saturday. I was waiting and waiting and waiting to make this video. Apparently, we have not. While I was waiting, there was a couple of things that have been happening in the app. It was from, I'll bring the picture up now, from a guy on Twitter called Pyromaniac, not Pyromaniac, as in a play on the one that's really likes fire. The Twitter handle is @CrispyChill. Really going with the fire there. Saying peaked out at 576,239 unique owners after distribution, meaning that plus 5,322 new NFTs today for the new NFT drop over the start. 7,272 pieces sold. So over 73% of these new NFTs that were minted today, or at least for this new drop, went to previously empty wallets. So basically what that means is that they have either a bunch of new users happen to come in and smash that buy now button, like y'all smash that like button. Either they smash that buy now button like pros, better than a lot of us veterans could. I mean, veteran, like, been in VV a long time. They got the timing down and they just dominated, or it happened to go to a couple of bots. Most, from what he says, 73% again went to previous empty wallets. Could a few percent of those, yeah, maybe like 5-ish% be to new users that maybe new users that just came in for the first time ever, or it could be new users or new accounts feel, oh, hey, my account is restricted because of last week's whole debacle, and I'm waiting for it to get it back. So maybe anywhere between 5 to 10% of people that they're actually people, whether it's new users or people that had their old accounts restricted because of the gem thing that happened, and they're pretty good at it. But that still does leave a good 60-something% of these most likely going to bots. And he goes on and says, in the last 600 pieces delivered, these 3 wallets each scored 2. And then he goes into the numbers of the wallets. So obviously, if one person can't, like me, that is usually pretty good with the buy now button, can't get 1, and 2 of those guys or 3 of those accounts got 2, most likely that is a issue in which they had to go and try to rectify or try to go and yeah. So is it going to happen? Like I said, we did talk about this with Brock McBlockchain the other day. The Q, which they are working on, that should be out in Q2, which is actually tomorrow. Today is the last day of Q1, so yay, we made it. The Q, the wait line, that's not going to start exactly tomorrow on April 1st, on Friday. That would be a funny April Fool's joke. But I do expect that to be within that month of April to at least start. Hey, then suddenly half of them are going to be in the queue, half of them are going to be not in the queue, the regular smashing that buy now button. And then again, we will get that web app that will make a lot of things easier, such as buying gems. Like for me, buying 350 gems, the max that I can buy on my Android phone, cost me about $389. But on the web app, it should cost about $350. So it will make a lot of things easier. That is another thing I really did need to go over, is the cost of some of these things. We had one of our favorites at VVLG on Twitter. He was selling some of today's drop. He had a 0.52 rate, so it's a 48% discount. Escrows available, which I have done, as me, Comics and Crypto, and Foster Hilt are the people that he had tagged. And this one guy, you'll be able to say it, but I don't want to call anyone out while they're not here, saying that, how do you have all of these for sale? I don't understand how there are collectors who want these and can't get them on the drop, but you're willing to sell for 50% off the day they're released. He said it seems fishy, and then he tags me as well. It's like, are we, as in he says, Foster, Comics and Crypto, Randy Chavez, profiting off bots? The way he phrased it seems like it says we were profiting off bots. You guys see every stream that I do. It's always on this. It's always trying to smash that. I don't have another device over here. Like, oh, I missed it on this one. Oh, let me grab this one. Oh, I got it on this one. Like, you're not seeing that with me. You're not seeing that with anyone. Again, I know these guys are straight shooters. Foster and Comics would not do that. Anyway, Foster responds saying that there is no cash out. People have gems and will buy collectibles for people for USDT to get money out. People also hit drops and then sell afterwards. Please don't say the B word anywhere near me, because he's so basically he goes on to say that, just again, he doesn't use it, but what he's saying is that VVLG could be using this as a consignment. Somebody's saying, oh, hey, I got this on the drop, but VVLG, you know people, you have a very large reach, you do escrows at Randy Chavez and whoever else over on the daily, and I'll give you a small percentage. I'll transfer you the collectible, you go and you sell it, you get someone through escrow, you transfer me the funds back, and then you take a little piece of it. That could be something else that he's doing that, again, no, it wasn't mentioned here. That's just something that I wanted to mention that has happened in Pokemon cards all the time. Whether you want to sell comics or you wanted to sell Pokemon cards on eBay, again, if you wanted to go to someone through a trusted source, some people don't buy anything off people from eBay unless they have a certain amount of feedback, unless they've been in to eBay for a while, unless they are really well known for buying and selling Pokemon cards. Kind of the same thing happening here. If you're pretty new to this and you say, hey, I put in $60, $90, whatever today's drop was, and then you decide, I got it on the drop, and then I don't have a way to cash out, but it's worth $300, and I don't mind selling it for $150 and being able to profit that extra $50, give or take, after fees and such. So moving on, the other person does say, he was asking a question, not accusing anyone of anything, understands, but he also says that we have to understand how shady this looks from the other side of things. Those of us who want prices in the markets to go up are getting screwed because of the offline dealings. So just to break that down a little bit, there is no other person or entity in this world that wants bots gone more than Veve. Why? Because I am tired of getting tagged and getting like 600 messages every day. It's a lie. It's maybe about 30, 40, give or take, about this specific thing, saying, oh, hey, why is this happening? Can you do this? And most people that had gone and messaged me saying that they were doing nothing wrong were doing something wrong in the past. So a lot of those messages I do tend to ignore if it's just about that. If it was something along the lines of actual wrongdoing, got scammed, yes, I would try to help in that sense. But again, this is why you do things with escrows that are well known, because that kind of mitigates that fact at least a little bit. But anyway, he's saying that he wants all these prices to go up. Yes, everyone wants these prices to go up, but again, like, are you going to get mad at somebody that has, I don't know, like 100,000 shares of Tesla and having them, manipulate the market a little bit? I mean, I guess you can't do anything. It's not illegal. It's not, again, I could take all my OMI, sell it all, sweep up all of these floors right now, and then just manipulate the market, making it go down, tank. Am I going to do that? No, that's stupid. People that do that and for the short term. But again, this is something that happens. You really can't be mad at one person for doing a escrow deal, especially if it's for other people or if they just did it themselves, just because they're trying to make some money. So this person does go on and says, if I buy 10,000 gems for 5,000, then I have a collectible that costs 1,000 gems in the market, costs $500, sell it for 0.52 off the current market, and I make 520 USDT. You're really only making $20 after all that work. But then Foster Hill comes in and explains it, saying every gem in the app is backed 1-to-1. So those 10,000 gems, yes, were purchased for $10,000. Buying 10,000 gems for 5,000 market fee is 2.5%. So you get $9,750. That person selling those gems, each subsequent purchase burns 2.5%, again, for each subsequent purchase. So after 10 purchases, that 10K is now closer to 8,200, just correcting that person's math. Foster Hill goes on and it says, the value of the collectibles have not changed. MTL will still facilitate the cash out 1-to-1 before fees, but people need liquidity for tons of reasons without cash out. Foster Hill says, I do not judge their reasons for leaving. I just provide a safe place for people to transact and not get ripped off. Again, I do have people all the time comes like, hey, can you help? I got scammed here, I got scammed here. So me, Foster, other people, notable people, comics and crypto in this Veve world that are good and are not going to rip anyone off, they will help facilitate that. Again, just until MTL comes along. Then you do have a response from that person saying, just another rich get richer scheme, and it's frustrating to see, that's all. Says if Veve official would implement MTL already, this wouldn't be an issue. Again, can't believe I have to say this for the umpteenth time, but if there is things going on, like a global MTL in which they have to wait for, it could be going right for 99% of countries, But again, out of 282 countries and territories and regions that Veve's in trying to get this MTL, and you have 2 or 3 countries that are just like, nah, we're waiting for this X, Y, and Z, or they're in a part of the world where they don't work 40, 60 hours a week like they do in America. Maybe they only work 30 hours a week or 20. Maybe they're on Panama's. Maybe they're on Guam scale. Whatever type of work schedule that they're on, they just don't move as quickly as some things in America or in Europe or in any other part of the world. And if you want something done, you have to make sure they do it the right way. If they just go off and they say, oh, we'll just roll out MTL for this country, there would be riots. There would be favoritism. Again, having the rich get richer. Yes, it is easier to make money when you have more money. It is much easier for me to make $10, $50, $100,000 now that I have several $100,000, than it was when I only had $10,000. Again, that's just the way the world works. It's the Pareto distribution. Most of the planets in the galaxy are, most of the stars in the universe are in a small amount of galaxies. Most of the there's only the 1% of people make the 1% more percent of the income. Again, Pareto distribution, I'm really not explaining that well. I can't say it as eloquently as I would like to. Just look that up if you ever need. But moving on, again, there's no other person or entity that would really love MTL to happen right now as much as Veve, same as the bot issue. So Foster, again, responds saying, your mistake is thinking that I'm not equally frustrated that people don't have a safe way to cash out. People would rather make 0.5 of something than 100% of nothing. Not everyone's in a position where they can ride it out and continue to hodl. Again, I have to recognize that I am coming from a place of privilege where I can just say I'll just hodl. And, if anything comes up, oh, my car is broken, I have to get it fixed. Or, oh, hey, I got hurt running and I have to go to the hospital or whatever, and I could pay for that. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone has health insurance. Not everyone has whatever. Not everyone has amazing Patreon members that go and they buy you multiple $100, Batman black and white statues. Again, I recognize that I am coming from a place of privilege, at least a little bit so, but again, I did work for it. Fausto also goes, and his last thing says, once again, I don't judge people for needing to cash out. Same here. Says, or for buying off app because it's impossible to add funds in currently to make 90% of these larger purchases. But if people are doing it anyways and getting scammed left and right, I'm going to help do it safely. Same here. But speaking of off-app purchases and trying to buy things from, gems, there was one video I saw today. I'll actually show you the video where it's a person that had, at the start of the video, 50,000 gems. Now, how do you get 50,000 gems if, again, let's say you're not like me and you don't have Android, Google, and you can put in more than $350 per transaction, and you have Apple and you could put in $600 per transaction. You have to do that a lot of times. Let's do the math here. What is $50,000 divided by 600? You have to do that 83 times. 83 times by, and it doesn't go back. It goes back to like 5 or 25 gems. You have to hit that button to go all the way back to 600. Buy, smash that button, go all the way back to 600, and buy. That is a lunacy. So most likely the person that is in this video that has these 50,000 gems buying that Fantastic Four, number 1, secret rare, they probably got it off app. So again, this person is really just sweeping the floor. And for those, yes, it is nice right now to have some money because you can go in and get something like this, a grail, like one of the best comics, top 5, if not top 3, maybe even top 2 in the app right now. Going in and getting that was once worth $22,000, $25,000. You get it like 60% off at just under $11,000. You can go in and you can go and sweep the floor because all of these things, like nothing changed about this. This is still the first Fantastic Four, number 1, that was on the blockchain as a comic book, secret rare. Nothing's changed about that. Nothing's changed about Walt. Nothing's changed about Secret Rare Spidey, Riso, any or all of that. Again, that person does sweep the floor and owns 8 of them after this. So again, just letting you guys know, just because a couple of people are tired and they want to cash out, big whales are coming in and making moves. How do you become a big whale? You buy things that are really, really good. You hodl through the bad times, take profit at some point. For me, I typically just hodl. But again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. And everyone, please check out at Hey David Don, at King Mavs Forever over on the Twitter. Stand Up Chart King Mavs over on the Veve app. ChaviCat5 as well. At Kobe Collects and Omi Player 1 over on the YouTube. RateX.eth domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, The Gale, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube. And at Wet Wizard Veve and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.